Hello, it's Alex and welcome to Hey Little Thrifter. Today I'm going to be doing the Halloween in July book tag. I saw Carol Marie Reeds do this tag and the original tag was created by the Book Gypsy, so I will leave both of their videos linked down below in the description if you want to go check them out. Question 1 is, what book gave you the creeps? The Woman in Black by Susan Hill. This is a brilliant ghost story. It is very atmospheric and creepy. I absolutely loved it and I really do need to read some more Susan Hill. Question 2 is, what book gives you the best Halloween vibes? I'm going to turn literally to my Halloween Night and Halloween Night 2, both by R.L. Stine, and also Trick or Treat by Richie Tankersley Cusick. So these are 3 Halloween related point horror books, and yeah, I really should reread these. I think I might end up doing a reread of them closer to Halloween. I think that would be really fun. Question 3 is, what book scared you so much you had to sleep with the light on? Well, I actually don't sleep very well with the light on. I much prefer complete and utter darkness for my ideal sleeping situation. But what book scared me that I might want to sleep with the light on? I would have to say I'm thinking of Ending Things by Ian Reid. This is a psychological thriller, and there's one bit that stuck out to me was there's a scene with, I think it's a figure outside the window, and it was just super creepy, and yeah, that kind of freaked me out a bit and also just got my imagination running wild with, yeah, freaking myself out basically. Question 4 is, what is your favourite vampire book? And I don't know if I could pick just one favourite. I did go through a bit of a vampire phase as a teenager, more like a vampire obsession. And so yeah, I was really into vampires for a while. And one of the books I read back then and really enjoyed is Dracula by Bram Stoker, the classic. And this version is actually an annotated edition, which I'm reading at the moment. So I'm enjoying the reread and also all of this extra information that's in this particular edition. Another vampire book that I really enjoyed back in the day was Lost Souls by Poppy Z. Bright. It's been a long time since I've read that, but I remember really enjoying it. And another more recent one, although I guess it's not that recent, is Let the Right One In by John Evida Lindquist. This is a fantastic vampire story, really just a fantastic book, let alone a fantastic vampire book. So I highly recommend all of those 3 if you haven't read them before. Question 5. What is your favourite book about witches, goblins, ghosts or demons? And I'm going to go with a non-fiction for this one, and it is Ghosts, the Illustrated History by Peter Haining. This was one I had as a kid, and I think it must have been one we just randomly picked up from a charity shop sometime. It was originally published in 1975, and it has a really great overview of ghosts throughout the years, and it's got tons of really great photos and illustrations in here. And yeah, I remember as a kid being like equal parts fascinated and terrified by this book. So yeah, I recently kind of refound this on my shelves and was like, oh yeah, I should totally have a look through that again. It's been a while. And there was one in particular that kind of gave me nightmares. This guy, like, that's just full-on nightmare material right there. Question 6. What book do you wish was scarier? I'm going to go with Witch by Christopher Pike. I read this earlier this year. I was just totally ready for some 90s YA nostalgia, and I didn't necessarily think it was going to be scary, but I did think it might be spooky in some way, but it just ended up being more about drug dealers and people getting shot, so it wasn't quite the kind of 90s spookiness that I was looking for. It was still a fun read though. Question 7 is, what is your favourite book that takes place in October? And I had a bit of a hard time finding an answer for this. I'm sure I've read plenty of books that take place in October, but I was just kind of drawing a blank on any specific ones. One that I did find on my shelves though is The Halloween Party by Agatha Christie. So yeah, this one takes place at Halloween, and I think this was a 3-star read for me. It was, you know, a good read, but nothing too amazing. So probably not my favourite book set in October, but it was really the only one I had to hand for this answer, and it's got an absolutely amazing cover. So that was the Halloween in July book tag. I'm a big Halloween fan, so I'm really looking forward to Halloween this year, counting down the months. And yeah, if you want to do this tag, go for it. I know July is almost over, but there's still a bit of time. I just about managed to get this up before the end of the month. Thank you ever so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and hopefully I will see you again in my next video. Bye!